So now let's look at some quick activities we can do on the fly in Nearpod. There's a few quick activities we can do. One of the first activities we can do is right here in the top right, you see Quick Launch. Quick Launch allows you to have an open-ended question immediately. You just type in the question, give the link to the students, and it's almost like having your own little clicker, but students can type in their responses. You could decide to have a collaborate board in a discussion you're having in class. Let's summarize our learning today. You could decide to do a draw it. Maybe they're doing some problems in class, but you want to see everyone's work. Hey, have them completed in the draw it. And then there's a timer. We love timers in the classroom to help us stay focused. So these are things you can do quickly, especially if Nearpod is brand new. I always tell teachers, start with Quick Lunch. There's something in there you can use, and once you feel comfortable with that, you can move to some other things. So say I want to put at least 2 formative assessments into, I want to provide it to my students. So I'm going to go to create. I am going to click under lesson. It's going to be a blank lesson as before, but Nearpod has now added content and activity. So this little plus button is the power of Nearpod, because when you click on it, it's going to take you to all these content items and all these activities. But I'm only looking for formative assessments. So I could use a quiz, I could use a matching pair, I could use an open-ended question, I could use a draw it, or I could use a fill in the blank. So I have a couple of options here that I can put. Let's just say I like open-ended questions because it really helps me to see what students are thinking. So I'm just going to put a little open-ended question here. How would you describe energy? And then I put my question. We have some tools here where you can change the color. Research shows that students learn better when things are in different colors. So you could change that. You can underline, you can highlight different areas, to really bring certain points to the student. And you can even add a timer. The timer only works when students are in live participation mode. And then you can add an image or audio or any other media that you think would benefit that student or be a scaffold to that student to help them respond to that question. And last but not least, if you want, especially if your students are younger, I recommend this for kindergarten, first, and even second grade, they can respond by voicing their response to the question and the audio is saved. So that's done. I'm going to say save. So I got my first open-ended question. And there it is. It's right here. And if anytime I want to preview it, there's a preview button here at the bottom that allows me to preview it. Now, I might say, hey, I want to have a review game. I want to gamify it. I can go click on Time to Climb, which is a version of like Kahoot within Nearpod. And you can use pictures or you can use text. And they even have some Time to Climb activities, depending if you have a premium account, where you can just import it directly into your Nearpod lesson. So I'm going to be a little lazy today, and I'm just going to import this geometry trivia Time to Climb in for me. It's 8 questions. Maybe I don't want 8 questions, so I can easily delete the ones that I want and keep the ones I don't want. Let's move this out of the way. And there is the delete button here on the top. Also, there's only 30 seconds for them to respond to this question. So again, I can duplicate a question or I can delete the question, but each question, they only have 30 seconds. You can change that if you like. And let's just say save. Again, we're just showing you how easy it is to add it because it's like a quiz, but again, you have the option of text or you have the option of images. And let's just preview this one. The preview button is at the bottom. This allows you to see how will the students experience this versus how it looks from the teacher's side. And as a teacher, when Time to Climb first comes up in the student view, in the teacher's view, you can take away the volume if you want, or decrease the volume because sometimes it can be a little loud. So they have their opportunity to respond to the questions. So they're just kind of giving you a sample of each of the questions here and how it would look to the student. I'm not actually playing the game, but this is just showing you a preview of how it will appear to them. So this is how we add formative assessments. We go click on activities and we decide how do we want to assess our students. And last but not least, I didn't talk about Flipgrid, but I love Flipgrid because it allows you to bring video and reflection through video. And if students don't want to show their faces, okay, they can throw a sticker on their face, but you can still hear their voice and they can still play a part in that role. So this has just been a quick overview of how to add different activities to differentiate your Nearpod lesson.